Cholesterol is a waxy fat found in all cells of the body. It plays an essential role in forming cell membranes, producing hormones such as estrogen, testosterone, and cortisol, and synthesizing vitamin D and bile acids to digest fats. Cholesterol comes from two main sources. The body produces it especially in the liver and from the foods we eat, mainly from animal products such as meat, eggs, and milk. Cholesterol in the body is transported by lipoproteins, which include two main types. Low-density lipoprotein LDL, often called bad cholesterol, because it can build up on artery walls, creating plaque, obstructing blood flow, and increasing the risk of cardiovascular disease. High-density lipoprotein HDL, known as good cholesterol. It helps transport excess cholesterol from organs to the liver for removal. The original recommendation on eggs and cholesterol. In 1968, the American Heart Association (AHA) issued a landmark recommendation that would profoundly influence the eating habits of millions of people around the world. People should limit their consumption to no more than 3 eggs per week. This recommendation was based on concerns about the high cholesterol content of egg yolks, which contain approximately 186 to 212 mg of cholesterol per egg, accounting for almost the entire maximum daily cholesterol intake of 300 mg according to dietary standards at the time. Scientists at the time believed that consuming cholesterol from food would directly increase blood cholesterol levels. This led to concerns that high cholesterol would stimulate plaque formation in the artery walls, thereby causing atherosclerosis, a major risk factor for cardiovascular diseases such as stroke and heart attack. The original hypothesis and its limitations. The AHA recommendation was not based on direct experimental research but on epidemiological observations and biological theory. According to this view, dietary cholesterol is digested and absorbed into the blood, leading to an increase in low-density lipoprotein LDL cholesterol levels, also known as bad cholesterol. LDL tends to adhere to the artery walls, forming plaques, obstructing blood flow, and increasing the risk of cardiovascular events. However, later studies have shown that this mechanism is not as simple and direct as once thought. The body's homeostatic mechanism. The liver, the organ that produces about 80% of the body's cholesterol, has the ability to self-regulate. When you consume a lot of cholesterol from food, your liver reduces its production of endogenous cholesterol. Conversely, when your diet is low in cholesterol, your liver increases its production to compensate. Therefore, dietary cholesterol does not always significantly increase blood cholesterol levels. Individual differences. The response to dietary cholesterol varies greatly from person to person. The majority of the population is less affected, meaning that eating eggs or foods rich in cholesterol does not significantly increase LDL cholesterol. However, there is a small group called hyperresponders, people sensitive to cholesterol, and in this group, blood cholesterol levels can increase significantly when consuming foods containing cholesterol. The role of saturated and trans fats. Modern research has shown that saturated and trans fats in foods have a much greater impact on blood cholesterol levels than cholesterol from foods. For example, animal fats, butter, and fried foods are high in saturated fats, which can raise LDL and lower HDL high-density lipoprotein, or good cholesterol. Other factors that affect blood cholesterol. Factors that affect blood cholesterol levels. Blood cholesterol levels are influenced by many different factors, not just diet alone. Here are the main factors that contribute to regulating cholesterol levels, along with a detailed explanation of how each factor works. Saturated fats and trans fats. Saturated fats and trans fats have a much greater effect on blood cholesterol levels than dietary cholesterol. They affect not only low-density lipoprotein LDL levels, also known as bad cholesterol, but also high-density lipoprotein HDL levels, also known as good cholesterol. Saturated fats. Source: mainly found in animal fats, such as fatty meats, butter, cheese, and some vegetable oils, such as palm oil and coconut oil. Effects: when you consume too much saturated fat, the liver increases LDL production, causing LDL levels in the blood to increase. This increases the risk of plaque buildup in the arteries, leading to atherosclerosis. Trans fats. Sources: mostly found in processed foods such as cookies, cakes, chips, and fast foods. Trans fats are often created during the hydrogenation of vegetable oils, which increases the shelf life of foods. Effects: trans fats not only increase LDL, but also decrease HDL, throwing off the balance between bad cholesterol and good cholesterol. This poses a greater risk to heart health than saturated fats. Reducing your intake of foods high in saturated and trans fats, and replacing them with healthy fats such as monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats found in olive oil, fish oil, and nuts can significantly improve your blood cholesterol levels. Genetics. Genetics play a major role in determining how your body processes cholesterol. Some people have genetic conditions, such as familial hypercholesterolemia, that cause abnormally high levels of LDL cholesterol in the blood. Familial hypercholesterolemia. This is a genetic disorder that causes the liver to not remove LDL from the blood effectively. As a result, LDL builds up in the blood at very high levels, even when the person follows a healthy diet. People with this condition often need to take cholesterol-lowering medications, such as statins, in conjunction with a healthy lifestyle to control their cholesterol levels. Genetic variations. Different gene variations affect how the body absorbs, metabolizes, and removes cholesterol. For example, the ApoE gene is involved in the transport of cholesterol and fats in the blood, and certain variations of this gene may increase the risk of heart disease. Physical activity. A sedentary lifestyle is a major risk factor for increased LDL cholesterol and decreased HDL cholesterol. Effects of exercise. Exercise, especially aerobic exercise such as running, swimming, and cycling, helps increase HDL levels and decrease LD levels. HDL acts as a sucker for excess cholesterol from the blood and tissues, transporting it to the liver for removal. Physical activity also helps reduce triglycerides, another type of fat that can contribute to heart disease risk when present in high levels. Mechanism of action. Exercise improves the ability to metabolize fat and glucose, reduces inflammation, and increases insulin sensitivity, all of which contribute to an improved blood lipid profile. Health status. Chronic health conditions can significantly affect blood cholesterol levels, especially LDL and triglycerides. Obesity. Obese people often have high LDL, low HDL, and high triglycerides. Visceral fat, the fat that accumulates around the organs, is particularly associated with increased LDL and triglyceride levels. Type 2 diabetes. Diabetes reduces the effectiveness of HDL and promotes the formation of small, dense LDL particles, the type of LDL that is more likely to cause atherosclerosis. Chronic inflammatory diseases. Chronic inflammation can stimulate the liver to produce cholesterol-containing lipoproteins, increasing blood cholesterol levels. Age and gender. Blood cholesterol levels vary with age and differ between men and women. Age. As we age, the body's ability to remove LDL cholesterol decreases, leading to higher LDL levels. This increases the risk of cardiovascular disease with age. Gender. Premenopausal women typically have higher HDL levels than men, thanks to the influence of the hormone estrogen. However, after menopause, LDL levels tend to increase, while HDL levels decrease, increasing the risk of cardiovascular disease in older women. Advances in egg research and heart health. Recent large-scale studies have somewhat erased the bad reputation of eggs. A 2020 meta-analysis of hundreds of studies found no clear evidence that moderate egg consumption of about 1 egg per day increases the risk of cardiovascular disease in healthy people. Eggs are not only a source of cholesterol, but also contain many other nutrients such as choline, important for brain function and fetal development, lutein and zeaxanthin antioxidants that help protect the eyes from macular degeneration and cataracts. High-quality protein supports muscle maintenance and weight control. Sensitive nutrition advice on cholesterol. To maintain heart health, focus on avoiding cholesterol from food, but look at your diet and lifestyle as a whole. Prioritize healthy fats, choose olive oil, canola oil, avocados, and nuts over saturated fats. Increase fiber, green vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and beans help reduce cholesterol absorption. Control body weight. Maintaining a reasonable weight helps improve blood cholesterol levels. Exercise regularly. Walking, swimming, or aerobic activities help increase HDL and reduce LDL. Conclusion: cholesterol plays an important role in the body, but not all cholesterol is bad. Misunderstandings in the past have led to underestimating the nutritional value of some foods, such as eggs. Instead of completely eliminating foods containing cholesterol, maintain a balanced diet, combined with a healthy lifestyle to protect cardiovascular health.